Hello again, and thank you for joining me today. A few things I want to clear up just real quick before I get started in doing whatever it is I was going to do before, which I think was maybe add train stations out here. Anyways, I want to clear up a error with the mods that I've been using, especially, or not, regarding, sorry, terminology is a bitch. Terminology. Anyways, I want to clarify something with the 529 tiles mod. It is been patched because I let Algernon know that it's been causing some issues with my save. At some point, it was checked for, let's see, under options and 529 tiles. At some point, this unlock all tiles was checked, and the game got saved with it. And according to Algernon, this also happens when you close out of a save game and then load it back in too fast, which is kind of bizarre, but it is what it is. And so all of my tiles are unlocked, I assume, from that, even though I've had allocate 2 extra tiles to milestones checked the whole time. I've tried to make sure it's checked to that, but lo and behold, all of my tiles are open. So unfortunately, I will not be able to expand these land plots out per vanilla gameplay rules, which are very loose at this point considering what I've gotten myself into as far as this ridiculous situation over here. And yeah, so trying to play by that standard will not happen again until I start a new city. Yeah, once the tiles are unlocked in the game, or at least for every save game that you have, that's it. You can't close them back up, and I don't know who besides me would want to do that, but yeah, once they're unlocked, it's done. You can't get them back. So I wish I could do that over again, but I'm not going to start a completely new city until this one is done to allow that to function normally. So I'm not going to stress about too much more. I just wanted to let you guys know that I will not be able to show the proper not development, the expansion permits. Yeah, I won't be able to show those being used properly. They might still show up for every, yeah, they'll still show up, but they're no point in using them now because, well, yeah, that mod went and screwed us up. So, oh well. That's all said and done. No hard feelings towards Algernon because it's been mentioned plenty of times before that these mods may break save games, and it's not necessarily that this game is broken. I can still play it fine, and I can uninstall the mod and it still plays fine. But as far as trying to have a certain goal in mind, yeah, I mean, shit happens, you know. I'm not really gonna hold him to any. I'm not gonna hold him liable for that because these things are used at your own risk. So technically, I can't, but I still choose not to because the work he does in other aspects of this game and as far as CS1 is concerned are still beyond my comprehension, and I still thank him from the bottom of my heart for being able to enjoy these games as much as I have been, even though my enjoyment in CS2 is limited. It's still, I think, a little bit more, shall we say, progressed than it otherwise would be if the mod community hadn't expanded as far as it did in such a short amount of time. Words. But yeah, so that's the deal with the tiles. I won't be able to open them the way I wanted to. Moving on. So since I have all of this land to build on, and most of it is hills, because we get down here and we see that Everything is a slope. Except all the little small islands out there. Everything's a slope. So when I started up this city today, I didn't really have a plan for what I wanted to do as far as additions. Last time I wanted to add to the production line, which is dandy. Let's see how that's doing. So grain is still I mean, it's producing more, but we're still at quite a huge deficit here. Chicken, vegetables. What is this one? I can't think of the name of it. What is it? Blah. Textiles. Textile fiber farming. Anyways, yeah, that one's starting to get underway here. It's still a little bit of a deficit. So I guess what I'll be doing at some point is finding more places to build these farms. And for the time being, rock still needs to get more done. Let's see. Mining, rock processing, exports. Yeah. Okay. I'm not worried too much about that right now. Let's see. What do I have as far as my transportation options are concerned? I do have boats. Okay. So, harbor, cargo harbor. Okay. So, that's something I can do. That's something I know I can do. Ooh, what is that? Hey, passengers! And there are... no... What? 9 pets on board. So, I don't know if that's... if these are people separate from pets or what, but that's kind of an interesting thing. Or maybe the pets are part of the 61 passengers on there. I don't know. Okay. So now that I have an idea of something to do, I want to go ahead and get harbors started. So let's figure this thing out just a little bit. I know once I place this, it's going to, or depending on where I place as far as like on the hill, it's going to kind of justify where I put everything else. So, I don't know, hang on. I'm trying to get this kind of evened out, but at the same time, ignore my Wiener Island, people. I know you're doing it. I know you're looking at it. Don't look at it. Don't you do it. Okay, so there's that one. And how much does that cost? That is 420,000. And so that, and then this guy. Where did I have this thing? Okay. Let's put him right. I want to say right about here. Okay. Seaway build. Let's see here. No. Sweet. And Okay, so in case it wasn't obvious, I'm trying to make a few loops here as far as the ferries are concerned. I'm pretty sure these are ferries. Terminal, passenger, board and disembark. Yeah, whatever. And let's put in... Let's go there. Come on. No, hang on. Alright, yeah, let's just... These aren't really stops, but... Yeah, let's move this possibly over there. I don't know if it's actually going to stop there or attempt to stop there, but... Yeah, alright. So that's started. Now I just need to get roads to them. And I have a whole bunch of Q-line stuff, sort of. Okay, I'm taking note at how obvious this incline is. I see that it's there, and that is, wow, that is a lot. So let's try to terraform the living snot out of this hill here. That. Okay. Okay, that turned out a lot better than my other iteration of this area. It was a big joke in my other one. I'll just leave it at that. Okay, let's go over here. Get this guy connected. Yeah. Wrong tool again. I could make it just connect to that. Yeah. Why not? Let's just make it connect right into this. Why? What are you doing here? Ah, come on. Oh. There. That looks ever so slightly crooked, but whatever. I'm not even gonna worry about it. Hey, look at that. We're already in progress with these things. So from my other city, I've noticed that these guys will eventually space themselves out. Like they start off really, really quick with each other, but they will eventually time themselves. They're a lot better at managing the timing and the spacing than City Skylines 1 is. City Skylines 1 will send any and every ship in to your ports, regardless of whatever mod settings you use or vanilla settings, doesn't matter. This one will wait until this guy is probably kind of towards this area, and then he will take off. This guy, oh, that's not anything, that's just... So it's probably based on my passenger ship info for the line that I have here between these two, and I probably have it set to 2 at the moment, which is right now it's fine, but as the city expands it'll need more, and I'll have more stuff here eventually. Well, I'm working on it, but yeah. So alright, let's see here. Let's figure out what this guy wants. You, resource cost, what are you? What do you do? You grind rock. Or, yeah, you require rock. You make concrete. Good to know. That being said, why do you have a rock quarry, metal ore, right over here? What's going on here? Wood, what the? Trying not to lose my mind because I set up this rock quarry, right? This is produces metal. Okay, this is not a rock thing. This is, well, wait. Hang on. Let me look this up. So, ore mining, coal, stone. Okay. I'll give it that much. It's not exactly a stone mining facility. Produces metal ore. So it's an ore facility, an ore company. I got it. Alright. What I'm cringing about is why it's textiles. That's furniture. It's machinery. Why do we have wood and timber over here? And vegetables and livestock. Why is this all the way over here? Why isn't it why isn't it over there with the where all the livestock stuff is going on? Traffic jam, high rent because you're a little why is there a traffic jam here? What's going on? Let me just look at it for a second. It'll clear up once I start looking at it. Look at that, see? Now it's going, now it's looking at things. What's going on here? Let's see here. Let's get that selected and that selected. Advanced. Always green right turns. Don't have to worry about pedestrian stuff. Let's see if that helps that out at all. We've changed up the traffic light a little bit, so let's see if it... Maybe add in... Okay, so I know what one thing I need to do here is upgrade that. There we go. Let's put in just a little small... Ah, why does it try to grab streets like that? Okay, so let's make this. And then just... Get rid of that. Are we going anywhere? Let's see. Speed up time a little bit. Okay, Mr. Wobbly Truck. You must be an oldie. Barely a muscle car. Insult to muscle cars, if I do say so myself. Okay. Split light phasing has seemed to help this intersection a little bit. Let's get it set up on a few more, and hopefully we can get this traffic taken care of. Where else was it? There's a lot going on here, so let's get it going on with this intersection as well. Save. Close that out. So we got just a little bit of something going on here. Apparently, oh boy. Oh, I remember what I was going to do. I need to get these trees out of the way, because these are pathways for the cars, and technically they're driving over trees. And yeah, we don't want them doing that. So yeah, just leave it like so. That should be okay. What is with these trucks? Do these things like barely work, and they're just braking as they drive away? Look at this thing. This white one's doing it too. What would really be funny is if the driver of that got thrown out of the car. Oh my god, it barely works. I don't know. Sorry. Just being a dork again. Oh man. Put a few more. Oh man, that's just not cool. Wait, can I anarchy it? I can. Look at that. Okay. I'm getting the hang of something here. I probably could, like, anarchy trees down these things, but I really don't want to. I don't. I don't. No. That seemed like a lot of work. Okay. Now, should I add to the embarrassment of this island and just make this a whole, like, call it student dormitory slash whatever neighborhood over here? You know, for all my pupils. I'm not going to call them the other word that I'm thinking of, but I think you guys know the word I'm thinking of. I'll... Do I really want to behave, though? I don't know. No, I don't want to upgrade stuff. Alright, let's see. You know what? I'm just going to do this sort of thing, and then I will come back to you guys when I have done, have completed screwing this area up. As a reminder, I hope you aren't watching this for any expert advice, because I don't have it. Let's just be real with ourselves here. And I think I've mentioned that a few times. I do not have expert advice to offer. Never have, probably never will. And yeah. Meh, sure. Why not? Hey, look, I have a have my own crane game going here. So one thing I'll add is I'm waiting for the rest of this to fill in, which will not take long at this rate, is that I'm still playing on 18F1, the version number of the game, 18F1. We have at this point we have a word of the week saying that another patch is on the way, that it's in the testing phase right now, and when they're done they will release it, obviously. And the word of the week seems to be more focused on the modding scene, which I find kind of strange, because I think the community modders have that under control at the moment. There's still a bunch of gameplay mechanics that need to be figured out first before they need to focus on the modding stuff. I'm not sure where they're I'm not sure why their priorities are on the modding scene. I understand they have their own Paradox mods concept that they want to get underway, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, I don't think you guys really. I don't think that should be their priority right now. You know, it's kind of what I'm trying to get at. It's just not doing very well at it. That and that. So maybe leave the cars there. They seem to like having it all there, but let's see here. What do we have over here? Can we add more? Well, that's what the deal was. Okay. So row houses, I only want to be 2 deep. Is that? No, that's not filling in yet. Let's start fixing some stuff with pathways. Turn off snapping. Oh. You kind of had a reason to be there. I don't remember what you were. Well, you're gonna go away eventually now, so whatever. Can put one of those there, one of those there. Not sure that's ideal for that, but that's what I'm going with for now. Anyways, so yeah, I'm not sure what why their plan is to focus on modding when they have, you know, things like this to deal with. You know, the high rent stuff. It's like, come on, guys, you really need to get your priorities in check here. Let's see. Can we do for parks? Got small parks, got plazas. Oh, these are kind of big. Let me see here. Edit guy here, and rather than gray this image out and talk over it, I'm just gonna go ahead and leave it in color and try to summarize my lack of coherent thoughts that I originally had recorded with this. So what I'm trying to do here is just put in a bunch of little parks to make this area a little bit more entertaining for these quote-unquote college students. I mean, of course, we know that the game never actually does what we imagine it's going to do. I mean, this could be just regular 9-to-5 families in these things, for all we know, and here we are sitting there calling them, well, not college per se, university students, because it's right next to a university. But, yeah. Just trying to make it a little bit more appealing, and, well, I'm not good at making recreational areas. I imagine it would look a little different if I was down on Street View. It'd probably look more entertaining, but I don't know. I don't get down on Street View enough, so just gotta add some trees. Make it a little more green. The trees didn't want to go down in next to the tennis court for some reason. I don't know why. Probably because I wasn't using Anarchy and I didn't use the line tool, but maybe it's something I might work on in the future. Who knows? That's the joy of being on a university campus. We get to learn stuff. Oh well. Edit guy out. Okay. And am I anywhere near level 10 yet? No. No. I need to add more buildings, but first I need to get my production count up. Well, at least my deficit is not as much, so I mean that's kind of a good thing. I think I am at, well, my recording time right now is at 50 minutes. I don't know what that's going to be edited, but right now my recording time is 50 minutes. I'm going to find a spot for rock. Let's find a spot for rock. Rock, stone mining, and I want to say Shift W will give me my white screen back, and ore, oil, land. Okay, so we're looking for the blue. Got some way out there in BFE. We've got some right here. Could probably at least start a small, very, very small thing here. Okay, so kind of right across the way from that. So let's put a road. Okay. And let's... Do I really... I don't think I need a road that big. I really don't. I think I'm just going to switch it up for a typical 3-lane one. And just geometry. Okay. One thing I tried to keep in mind as far as when I was brainstorming doing ideas with this game, I was thinking, you know, to make these little segments work better, you really should just build out where you want these turn lanes to happen. Just build out from the main road to that where you want the turn lane to end, and then do the rest of it with a regular street. And I'm glad I remember that little tidbit that I gave myself, because yeah, works out pretty well. And let's see, can I... can't think here. Just a little bit. Turn off the white. And I don't need anything down there. I'm not going to put anything down there, let's put it that way. You can put a few small buildings out here on the edge. Whatever they're going to be, I don't know, but that's what I'm going to do. And then smooth this area out. Now realistically, why was I gonna go with that? I I think I was going to suggest something about the terraforming here, and then as soon as I was starting to say that, I think you guys almost heard it. Like I just completely blanked that idea out. Oh my gosh, hate it when that happens. Hate it so much. Like realistically, blank, 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 blank. Son of a bitch. Edit guy here again, and what I was going to say is that realistically, terraforming behind industrial buildings like this is not a wise idea. That would just make it easy for them to slide right back down the hillside into the river, and I honestly don't think any industrial property in their right mind would set themselves up for failure like that. So that's the train of thought that derailed itself immediately. And I just wanted to get that out there. A lot of people moving in. I almost think I could put in like a parking garage over here. I'm sure the university would just love that. Very large parking lot. Overground parking building. Yeah, that'll actually fit. Look at that. Do I have the money for it? Maybe. Maybe not. $150,000 to do that. But you know what? I'm going with it. And they like it, so there's a parking fee. Okay. Yeah, I'll stick with the parking fee for now because I kind of want it to be university based. So yeah, I'll stick with that. Upkeep 30,000 a month. Efficiency, employees, comfort, parked vehicles. That'll go up real quick because, good God, they're all over the street here. Let's do 20 simoleons, just because we're cheap asses. Yeah, guys, I don't remember if I don't know if you guys remember, let's put it that way, what I was saying in the last video, if you have even seen the last video, about what I was talking about with the Move It tool. But the Move It tool and the Network Multi-tool, those cannot come to this game fast enough, because good lord, how I wish I could just, you know, go from maybe like this node here, or yeah, node controller too, to create nodes in the streets, to create a node here and then just even out all the way to there, even out this whole stretch of road right here. That would just be so nice, so nice. Anyways, all right. So another little thing here, this little university campus, I guess you could say. Another place to work over here, and big old fatty parking lot. So, all right, I believe I'm going to keep it there for now. Oh, and then I also had these passenger ship terminals added in. I might do something with like a pedestrian bridge. Not sure. I don't know if I want to go that far with a pedestrian bridge. I know pedestrian bridges are usually used over like streets like this. I don't know that they actually go over walkways, but hey, anything's possible because it's down to our imagination, right? So yeah, that will be a future idea. In the meantime, I want to thank you guys for joining me today as my money plummets pathetically fast. But yeah, it's, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to figure that out again next time. I will see you then, guys. Take care.